Ninja Turtles, that's another day. It's another time. Ant-Man Quantumania. Or I think it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Good movie. Not great. Pretty decent. Funny parts. Some good action. Felt like a space movie or a Star Wars movie. I wrote this the other day. Kang's character is fleshed out more properly now and connects well to the Loki show. So it would have been cooler if it came out like right after. The idea of a tiny reality underneath our own is mind-tripling. Seeing Giant Man finally not lose conscious immediately after is cool. But it's cool because it took several movies. So you see the progress of Ant-Man over the Avengers movies and his movie. I mean, I don't think in Endgame he got tired at the end. He was just, or they didn't show it. So now he's like just, but I mean, I think they still get tired. The daughter's annoying, in my opinion, but it kind of reminds me of the relationship. It reminds me of most relationships people have with their teenage child. When the first Ant-Man came out, she was a kid. We saw it, which I saw with my kid. And then we saw Endgame and Infinity War, and she was a little bit older, and so was he. But now, Quantumania, I think he saw with his friends, because he's older. He's a teenager, just like Cassie. So it was cool in my personal life, a synchronicity of the Ant-Man rounding off the Ant-Man films, and this part of the... It's interesting that it's still going. But it's cool. It wasn't like... It doesn't have... I don't know what it's missing, but it's a good movie. It's a good film. Not every film's gonna be a fucking classic. You know what I mean? Bill Murray was cool. Good guy turned bad guy by necessity of survival. Reminds me of other shows based on more realistic historic events. Feels like, oh, this shit could actually go down. Michelle Pfeiffer being a freedom fighter was really cool. She kind of did the same thing in Dangerous Minds, right? She was trying to, kind of. She was a badass that did some badass stuff to survive and thrive. So I guess that's what I wrote. The way the ant ended up kind of, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet, but it's been on Disney Plus for a month or so. The way the ant kind of defeated Kang that first time was really cool. Brought in the whole ant connection and shit. Their size was changed in the quantum realm, and they were intelligent for whatever reason because of Pym's technology, which was pretty cool. And it's also funny how it was the daughter's fault, but I guess we fuck up for good reasons sometimes, and I hopefully that's what that movie. I mean, I don't know. She fucked up, but it was for a girl. She was trying to do something good and ended up bad, but what's the good that came out of it? They defeated one king. They might have just started a big problem in the universe. I mean, it wasn't them first. It was Loki. It was who was the girl who was with Loki? I forgot her name. Female Loki. Floki. Shout out to Vikings. Let's see. I hope we still see Ant-Man, not only in other MCU movies and shows, but I hope he continues to get his own movies. But I understand if he doesn't. Paul Rudd really makes Scott Lang the way Robert Downey did Tony Stark, Chris Evans, and so on. But he wasn't really a serious character, but he's more relatable because he was a criminal first, then a hero. It's kind of cool. He went from hood to good. Also, Michael Peña's character was missed. He should have been in it. Man. They could have put him in Infinity War. They could have put him in Ant-Man. Endgame. I don't know. Yeah, they could have put him in Endgame when Ant-Man came back. So Quantumania, I give it like a 3.5. Solid film. Not the best, not the worst. Peace. I'm gonna go to the concession stand. Give me some of these Raisinets and Skittles. Let's all go to the movies. Hopefully they don't sue me.